Hi, I'm Jenna. Welcome to Quabbler Stories. Let me start with some mini stories. Story 1. It was the third lift that arrived, and we finally squeezed in. Just like all typical lift rides, this one was overcrowded, silent, and awkward. My friend and I looked at each other from a distance, making faces to try to communicate. Whose little hand is in my popcorn? A lady's soft voice broke the silence. A kid giggled. The mom blushed, chuckling very nervously. And that's when I saw my friend's face blossom with a smile so big that her eyes crescented with joy. Story 2. I sat down by the window in the cafe, the only one in my hometown, run by a young couple. They're always incredibly busy, as the speed of the baking can never catch up with that of their cakes selling out. As I was lost in my own thoughts, the lady came up to me with a peach in her hand. "You have to taste this. I got them today and they're extremely sweet." The peach had been washed, with tiny drops of water lingering on the skin. And she was so right. It was the sweetest peach I had. Story 3. I was walking slowly, as if the weight on my mind was dragging my feet. The sun was out, but let out no heat, as if it was only decorational. "Hi, darling," she said as she walked past me, looking right in my eyes, smiling. I had never met her, but these words came out with so much ease. I didn't get the chance to say hi back, but that smile warmed up my day. Okay, this is a project I started a few years ago, and I called it Little Moments. At the beginning, I did not expect much. These moments seemed too small to matter, existing in just a fleeting second, so trivial that you would miss them easily if you weren't paying attention. At some point, I even worried that I was too deliberately seeking notable moments, that I was living a life half fabricated by myself. Though in doubt, I kept going. I wrote down as much as I could. An old favorite song that I hadn't thought about for years suddenly coming up in the shop I happened to be in. A grand sunset on the docks, dyeing the sky pink, orange, purple, and all the colors you can imagine. The wind going through the trees in the park, leaves rustling in a charming melody. My pet budgie flying over to me as I lay down reading a book, head tilting in curiosity. Slowly, I started living life in fragments. In the seconds as it happens, my mind feels sharper and life feels more than just a blur of emails, work, daily chores, and constant noises. More than endless deadlines and milestones, more than what I gave it credit for. The best part is when I go back to read what I have written, all the moments hold me together like an invisible thread, leading me to exactly where I am now. My mind can retrace its steps to those exact moments and remember the tiniest details. How crispy the air felt when I went out for that morning run. How my blood vessels tightened when I tried winter swimming. How the sunlight angled through the window, casting the shadow of the blossoming rose perfectly onto the wall. Even when I was feeling down, these moments wrapped me up, as if the world was leaning in towards me and whispering, "Hey, you're okay."